We're pleased that immigration is finally bubbling up and becoming an issue that Washington is finally really discussing, because for us it definitely is broken.
It needs reform not only from the perspective of employees and workers, but it needs reformed in terms of just societal changes that we have to deal with as our country.
It's tied to economic development. It's tied to jobs. It's tied to the future of the United States.
You know, I don't think it's ever been more important than it is right now to be able to have comprehensive immigration reform.
It's important that we have one strong, reasonable national immigration policy. That's why we support the efforts of the U.S. Chamber to make this a priority with Congress and the President for fair and balanced and comprehensive immigration reform.
Arizona is a border state, so all of the issues surrounding immigration are felt with much greater intensity in Arizona than a lot of other places in the United States.
There's 3 border crossings in Michigan with our Canadian neighbors. We work very closely with Canadian businesses and the government, so we know how important that travel back and forth can be. We have to protect our borders, but we have to be a more welcoming country.
But the fact is that our borders are more secure than they were. The fact is we have 12 million people in this country who are undocumented workers. We can't deport all those people. Just the effect on our families would be devastating, and the fact is we don't have the workforce to take those jobs.
Communities and states and countries that are going to be successful are countries who win the race based on talent. And if America is going to compete on talent, we have to realize we exist in a global economy, and we need to have workers from that global economy in the United States.
Our agricultural visa program is an absolute mess. That needs to be fixed. We need to have technology visa programs that meet the needs of employers.
Duke University alone, in my backyard, 1/3 of their students are foreign-born students that come to this country to learn from the very best. And at the end of that stay, we end up having to send them home.
They get doctorate, PhDs, training, engineers, and then immediately we say, oh, and by the way, now that you have that and we've trained you for that, you can't stay. And that's absolutely ludicrous.
On one end, we have skilled labor needs. On the other end, we produce 40% of the world's orange juice. We have a significant agriculture business in Florida. And so we don't believe we need 50 different solutions. This is time for Washington to come up with a solution that's flexible, but that makes sense for every state.
We want to hold back our nation, or do we want to open up, we want to grow our country, and if so, immigration is a key element to that.
You can't continue the program that we're on now because it is almost de facto amnesty. You need certainty, and that's what the reform will provide. Right now, it's very uncertain in terms of whether those folks you hire are going to be in your workplace tomorrow or not.
That entrepreneurial spirit that comes with the energy, the excitement, the enthusiasm, the work ethic, the family ties that many immigrant families have can be an extraordinary multiplier to a state's economic development efforts.
What was America founded on? It was founded on immigrants coming from other countries. That's the foundation of who we are, and I think we have to embrace it in a smart way. And how do we move forward?
Log on to immigration.uschamber.com. Take a stand for 21st century immigration reform.